Okay, today's video is about solving two-step equations. So the skills are the exact same as one-steps, but there's going to be more to do. You can see here that what we have is x is being multiplied and then also subtracted. We're always going to start farthest away from the x, okay? So let's do our brick wall, dot, 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 dot. And what we're going to do is we're going to do inverse operations to get rid of this 7 first. Well, we're going to move it to the other side, actually, is what we're going to do. We're not going to get rid of it. We're going to move it to the other side to keep our equation balanced. So now that goes away, and we bring this down. 3x equals 6. And now we're going to, x is being multiplied, so we're going to do the inverse, which is divide by 3 on both sides. And that we get x by itself, and we get x equals 2. So let's check our work. So 3, and we think x is 2 times 2, minus 7 is equal to -1. So bring down that equal -1 first, okay? That's given. It can't equal something else. It has to equal -1. And so we get 3 times 2 is 6 minus 7. Bring down the equals -1. Okay, let me see here. Keep, change. Yeah, that's going to be -1. That checks. That works. Okay, another one. Let's do x. So here we're doing x divided by 4 plus 2, and it equals 4. And what we want to do is we want to find what x is. We're going to get x alone. We're going to undo what is being done to x by using inverse or opposite operations. We're going to start away from the x at the plus 2. Okay, don't forget our brick wall. Anything that we do to one side, we do to the other. So first I'm going to move the 2 to the other side by subtracting 2 from both sides. Big line. I'm left with x over 4 is equal to 2. And now here what's being done to x is dividing, so the inverse or opposite is going to be multiplying. So I'm going to multiply by 4. Remember to do everything to both sides to keep your equation balanced. And I was successful in getting x by itself, alone, and 2 times 4 is 8. So I'm going to check my work using substitution. So I'm going to put what I think x is in the equation instead of x. I'm going to substitute. So I'm going to put 8 over 4 plus 2 equals 4. Remember to do the equals 4 first. That's given. It can't equal anything you want. 8 divided by 4 is 2 plus 2. And yeah, 2 plus 2 is 4. That works. Okay, I did it right. My work checks. Okay, so here we have x divided by 8 minus 3 equals 0. So I'm going to start away from the x, okay? And I also need to remember to start with my brick wall. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides, so I'm going to move it to the other side. And big line, I'm going to be left with x divided by 8 equals 3. And now the inverse of dividing, or the opposite of dividing, is multiplying. So I'm going to multiply by 8 on both sides. And that's going to cancel out. I'm going to get x by itself. And I'm going to get 8 times 3 is 24. So I think it's 24. Let's check our work by substituting. So I'm going to put 24 over 8 minus 3 equals 0. So I'm going to get 24 divided by 8. You'll notice I said over 8. That means divide. Fractions mean divide too. If we have time, we can get into that. 24 divided by 8 is 3 minus 3. Oh, what did I forget to do first? I need to bring down the 0. Bring down that 0 first, okay? It can't equal whatever I want. It has to equal 0. But I'm in luck. 3 minus 3 does equal 0, so it checks. I did a good job. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do 5x minus 7 7 equals 43. Okay, so let's start with our brick wall. And we're going to start away from the x, so we're going to start here. Okay, the inverse of subtracting 7 is adding 7, the opposite. So we're going to do that to both sides. Big line. We're going to bring down 5x. This goes away. It's moved over here. So we get 5x equals 50. Now what's happening to x right now is it's being multiplied by 5. So the inverse or opposite is to divide by 5. Divide by 5 on both sides. Big line. This becomes 1x, and remember we just write x equals, and 50 divided by 5 is 10. I think the answer is 10, so let me use substitution to check my work. So I'm going to get 5 times 10 minus 7 equals 43. Okay, bring down that equals 43 first. 5 times 10 is 50 minus 7 equals 43. 50 minus 7 is 43. I'm in luck, that works. And don't hesitate to use a calculator, okay, because you got to check your work. 50 minus 7, I'm calculating right now. Yes, that is 43. I thought so, but I just wanted to double check. Okay, that checks. Good job. Okay, thank you. Shukran y gracias.